From here we will record. Here, there are 6 plus 6, 12 ratios which we have already found, and hence we should be able to compare and tell. Give me 1 minute, somebody is waiting. Yeah. Among this 6 and the remaining 6, we have to compare and find out which two are similar. So that's exactly what we are going to do. Sin theta is AB by AC. Where is AB by AC here? This one. So your sin theta and cos 90 minus theta are the same. So can I write it as, this part is visible, no? This part is broken. Sin of theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Can I write this? Sin 90 is AB by AC. My cos 90 minus theta also is AB by AC. So these are the two complementary angles. Similarly, when you take cos theta, that is BC by AC. See where is BC by AC here? These two, right? So can I also write cos theta as sin of 90 minus theta? So these are the two complementary angles. Sin is the complementary of cosine and cosine is the complementary of sine. Even in the word you can see complement, sine, cosine. Sine complementary is cos. That is why it is cosine. So sine it has become cosine. Similarly, when you take the cos, the complementary will be the sine. That's another way to just remember. Don't get too much worried about it. Alright? Okay. So sine and cos are one set of complementary angles we have found. Like this, we have two more sets. So we'll go to tan theta. It is AB by BC. Where is AB by BC here? So these two are complementary angles. I can write tan theta equals cot of 90 minus theta. Alright. Similarly, when I take the cot theta, it is BC by AB. Where is BC by AB here? Can you see it? So my cot theta can be written as tan of 90 minus theta. So this is the second set of complementary angles. The third set is quite obvious now. You can see it here. Now it is left over cosecant and secant. Cosecant is AC by AB. Where is my AC by AB here? So cosecant and secant are complementary angles. Can you see that? AC by BC, here also it is AC by BC. So the third set of complementary angles, will be I'll write cosecant theta as equal to secant of 90 minus theta. Similarly, the secant of theta will be cosecant of 90 minus theta. So this is the third set of complementary ratios. So you should remember all these three sets. Sine and cosine are complementary ratios. Cot and tan are complementary ratios. Cosecant and secant are complementary ratios. This you have to remember. Alright? Please do not get confused with the reciprocal ratios. In the reciprocal it was different. Only this is the same. Cot and tan are reciprocal ratios also and they are complementary ratios also. But here there is a change. Sine and cosine are complementary, but sine and cosecant are reciprocals. Similarly, sine and cos are complementary, but cos and secant are reciprocal. So don't get confused between the reciprocal ratios and the complementary ratios. You should be clear about that. When I say sine theta, you should tell it is cos 90 minus theta. If I say cos theta, you should tell it is sine 90 minus theta. Similarly, when I say tan theta, you should tell it is equal to cot 90 minus theta. Or cot theta is equal to tan 90 minus theta. The last one, cosecant theta is secant 90 minus theta, or secant theta is cosecant 90 minus theta. So this is fair enough. Now I have a small video to play for you. Complete this. I hope this is written down. This is very important. Tomorrow's recall, this will be taken care of. So because I'm recording, don't worry if you are a little slow. You can watch the video and then complete it. Now I'm going to play a video, so I have to plug in my earphones, otherwise it doesn't play. All right, you should tell me if you are able to listen to the audio in the given video that I'm going to play. So I'm going to my screen share. Now what I want to play is I will enlarge it. Now it will be a repetition of what I have done. For better understanding, this is going to be good enough for you. So please watch it carefully. After the first 30 seconds, I will ask you whether it is audible. Please tell me. Then we will continue. So I am just playing. Let me increase the volume completely. Yeah, I have given 100%. Now let me play.
In this right angle triangle, angle C is 90 degree, angle A is...
Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a little lengthy video, but I will cut it short in between. So just listen to it very carefully. All right? Here go.
theta. So what will be the measure of angle B? Well, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Now angle A is theta, angle B we have to find out, and angle C is 90 degree. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 90 minus theta. So 180 minus 90 minus theta, which is equal to 90 degree minus theta. So angle B is equal to 90 degree minus theta. Also, the sum of angle A and angle B is 90 degree because this is 90 minus theta and this is theta. 90 minus theta plus theta is 90. So sum of angle A and angle B is equal to 90 degree. Or we can say that angle A and angle B are complementary angles, because when the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degree, the angles are called complementary angles. So if angle A is theta, angle B will be 90 degree minus theta. So in a right angle triangle, these other two angles apart from the right angle are always complementary angles because their sum will always be equal to 90 degree. Now, let us find the value of sine theta and cos theta from here. Sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse. So the opposite side of theta is BC. So this is BC by hypotenuse, that is AB. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent side is CA and hypotenuse is AB. So it is CA by AB. So this is what we have. Sine theta and cos theta. Now let us find the value of sine and cos for this angle, 90 degree minus theta. For 90 degree minus theta, this is the opposite side, CA. So sine of 90 degree minus theta is opposite by hypotenuse, that is CA by AB. So this is CA by AB. Cos of 90 degree minus theta will be adjacent by hypotenuse. This side is adjacent to this angle. So it is BC by AB because adjacent by hypotenuse. So this is BC by AB. So this is what we have. Now observe something. BC by AB, and we have BC by AB here. So sine of theta is equal to cos of 90 degree minus theta. Also, we have CA by AB here and CA by AB here. So cos of theta is equal to sine of 90 degree minus theta. So sine theta is cos of 90 degree minus theta, and cos theta is sine of 90 degree minus theta. That is, sine of an angle is equal to cosine of the complementary angle, and cos of an angle is sine of the complementary angle, because theta and 90 minus theta are complementary angles. So we can say that sine and cosine are complementary ratios. These two trigonometrical ratios are complementary ratios because since A and B are complementary angles, sine of A is equal to cos B, cos A is equal to sine B. So sine of an angle is equal to cosine of the complementary angle, and cos of an angle is equal to sine of the complementary angle. So now you see where the name cosine came from. It is
Okay, I have paused the video here because this is a repetition of what I have been doing. So I will just forward the video to 12 minutes where I have all the 6 ratios as I have written. She will be discussing the same, so I don't want too much of time to be wasted on this. So I'm just pulling it off to the 12th minute where the entire table is ready.
degree minus theta. So it is the ratio of CA by AB and BC by AB. That is CA by BC. So tan 90 degree minus theta is CA by BC. Cot 90 degree minus theta is the reciprocal of tan 90 degree minus theta. That is BC by CA. So this is what we have. Now we see that CA by BC and CA by BC here. So cot theta is equal to tan 90 degree minus theta. Also tan theta is equal to cot 90 degree minus theta. So tan of an angle is equal to cot of the complementary angle, and cot of an angle is equal to tan of the complementary angle. So tan and cot are complementary ratios. That is why tangent, cotangent. Co stands for complementary of tangent. So these two are complementary ratios. This means that tan of an angle is equal to cotangent of the complementary angle. A and B are the complementary angles. So tan A equal to cot B and cot A equal to tan B. So if we take cot A, so if we write the complementary ratio of cot, that is tan, we need to write the complementary angle of A, that is B. So cot A equal to tan B. Now, if you remember these two relations, then you can derive the remaining relations from these two. How? If you divide sine by cos, you get tan theta. And if you divide cos by sine, you get cot 90 degree minus theta. Similarly, if you divide cos by sine, you get cot theta. And sine 90 degree minus theta divided by cos 90 degree minus theta gives you tan 90 degree minus theta. So you get this on dividing 1 by 2, and you get this on dividing 2 by 1. So you can derive this from this. Also, if you take the reciprocal of this, then 1 by sine theta is equal to cosec theta, and 1 by cos 90 degree minus theta is equal to sec 90 degree minus theta. If you take the reciprocal of this, then 1 by cos theta is equal to sec theta, and 1 by sine 90 degree minus theta is equal to cosec 90 degree minus theta. So we have this.
Okay, so we'll
Now
take up
can
this
you
problem
evaluate
now.
this expression?
I stopped the video there because I thought, okay, we will do one problem at least before we end the class today. Now, using the complementary ratios, how to do this problem is what we are going to see. Now, first listen to her, then if you have any doubts, then maybe I need to intervene. So, first listen to the way it is done. Exactly the same way I will be doing. So, I thought I can continue with the video and then complete at least one problem. So, tomorrow after the recall, we will take up the exercise on complementary ratios.
Well, we have sine 35 degree, cos 55 degree, cos 35, sine 55, cosec 10 and tan 80. These are not standard angles like 0, 35, 45, 60, 90. So we do not know the values of sine 35, cos 55. Then how do we evaluate it? If you look carefully, you will observe that 35 and 55 are complementary angles. Also, 10 and 80 are complementary angles. So let us try and see if we can use the properties of complementary angles to evaluate this. This gives us, now sine 35 is cos 55 because 35 and 55 are complementary angles. So sine of an angle is cos of the complementary angle. Sine 35 is cos 55. So we have cos 55 into cos 55.
I hope you are understanding what she's telling. So in the place of this sine 35, she wants you to write it as cos of 90 minus 35. Because I know sine theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. My theta here is 35. Okay. So if I want to write it as a complementary angle, sine and cosine are complementary, we have seen. So in the place of sine 35, I will write it as cos of 90 minus 35. What is 90 minus 35? It is 55. So you will have it as cos of 55. And this I will not touch. I will leave it as it is. So the sine 35 will be written as cos of 90 minus 35, which in turn will become cos 55. So cos 55 into cos 55 will become cos square 55 here. Similarly, when she comes to the second term here, she will write this cos 35 as it is. Again, your sine will be written in terms of cos. Let us see how she does it.
Which is cos square 55 degree. In this case, we have cos 35 and sine 55. So let us convert cos into sine.
Okay, so she is going to convert the cos to sine. So I will write cos as sine. How do I write cos theta? I write cos theta as sine of 90 minus theta. So my theta here is 35. So if I want cos theta to be written as sine theta, that means I'll write it as sine of 90 minus 35. So sine of 90 minus 35 will become again sine 55. So this cos 35 has taken the form of sine 55. Already you have another sine 55 there. So sine 55 and sine 55 will become sine square 55. That's what she is trying to explain.
So that we have 55 degrees. Now cos 35 is equal to sine 55 because 35 and 55 are complementary angles. So sine 55 into sine 55 is sine square 55 degree. So this gives us sine square 55 degree. Again cosec and tan. Now cosec 10 degree is equal to sec 80 degree because cosec and sec are complementary ratios.
I hope you understand. She is going to write cosecant 10 as secant of 90 minus 10. So secant of 90 minus 10 will become secant 80, or cosecant square 10 can be written as secant square 80. All right, that's what she is going to write.
And 10 and 80 are complementary angles. So cosec 10 degree is equal to sec of 90 degree minus 10 degree, which is equal to sec of 80 degree. So cosec square 10 degree is equal to sec square 80 degree minus tan square 80 degree. Now we have cos square 55 degree plus sine square 55 degree. We know sine square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. That is an identity.
Okay, now only till here I wanted you to understand, that is how one angle can be written as a complement of its angle. So after this, she is going to use the identities to complete the problem. So we are not going to take it up now because we have not studied the identities yet. So I wanted to do this problem only to show how she has converted sine 35 as cos 55. And here she has converted cos 35 as sine 55. Similarly, in the denominator, she has converted the cosecant as secant because cosecant and secant are complementary ratios. So I think we will end our class here. This simplification we will take it up once we are doing the identities, because both in the numerator and the denominator she is going to use the identities. So I think I'll stop my screen share here. I come back to the board. If you think you have completed writing these ratios, we will stop the class here and we will meet tomorrow. With respect to tomorrow's recall, I think I have made it clear to you. You must be able to recall the ratios followed by specific angles, and today I have introduced 3 pairs of complementary angles. So all these complementary angles also will be included in the recall tomorrow. So if you have any doubt regarding any of this, you can start the class with that. Now don't worry about what will I do with complementary angles. She did so many things which I am not able to follow. The more the number of problems we try to solve on complementary ratios, we will be clear. And complementary ratios will come in combination with specific angles in section C. So we should know to separate the specific angles, the ratios, and the complementary ratios. Use the ideas that we have to complete a problem which is eligible for a section C. So tomorrow we'll be taking up such problems where there will be combination of complementary angles as well as the complementary ratios and the specific angles. So how we can solve that, we will take it up tomorrow. But please do come prepared for the recall, because without the recall, whatever I build in the lesson is going to become a waste. So please do a little work at home and come ready for the recall. Only then you will be benefited from tomorrow's class. All right. So I think we will end the class here. Both the recordings I shall send it to you. In case you have missed something, you can play it back and view. Anyway, I think we are almost running out of time and we have completed also. So it is bye from here. Take care. Come prepared for the class tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.